So I am up here on top of my 5-story multi-generational passive ICF house that I've been DIY building. And technically when I say 5 stories, it's 2 stories below grade, 3 stories above grade. And just wanted to point out that off there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's about 2 blocks away. I actually have a neighbor who has decided to join me in the 3-story home. So they're doing a renovation and they've actually put in 3 stories above grade and they're going the full 35 feet. And part of it is because when you live in a landlocked area like we do, got the mountains on the east, the north, have a lake out there in the west, mountains to the west, mountains to the south. When you live in a landlocked area, once most of the land has been bought up and built on, then if you want to expand, you basically have to go vertically. So there's some homes that have started off vertical. For example, the home right across the street, that's 35 feet above grade. One right next door to it is a 2-story home, almost 35 feet above grade. Another 2-story home over there, 35 feet above grade. Home right through those trees, 35 feet above grade. Granted, this neighborhood down here is a really different neighborhood. All of those homes, every single one of them, are 35 feet above grade, but it's a different, you would almost say, yeah, that's a different neighborhood. But nonetheless, my neighborhood up here is changing because that change is just inevitable. And when you're in a landlocked area, and especially in my case where you want to have multi-generational living, your only option is to go vertical, especially for me, because let's go over here so you can see the challenge that I faced on this particular property. Well, one challenge that you can see, live on a cul-de-sac. So the setbacks when you live on a cul-de-sac are brutal. It makes it very difficult to build on a piece of property. But the other thing that made it even more difficult, it would have been great to have not had to go so vertical, because it is expensive when you build vertical. Less expensive to go horizontal. But see that black strip right there? That's actually an irrigation ditch, which means I don't get to build on any of my property down there. None. So that was one of the challenges that made it so that I decided to go vertical, just like my neighbor over there is now also building vertical and a 3-story home. So just want to welcome my neighbor to the 3-story club. So anyways, be sure to like and subscribe so you can follow along on this crazy journey. Thanks for watching.